Alright, hair. I mean, I know you a fresh cut and all, but cooperate. Okay. Hey guys, so we're back today with a baby Ulta haul. I got a few things yesterday that were on my wish list, so I figured I would put them to the test today because if I wanted to make them a first impressions, I better go ahead and do it because otherwise I'd start playing with it. So what I got new is the Essence blush. This is not the satin blushes, but the Mosaic blush, and it's got several different colors in it. It's a little bit shimmery, but not overly glittery from what I can tell. This is one that's been on my wish list for a while. It is the Milani Prep+Set+Glow powder, and it is a overall finishing veil powder that you would use like the Hourglass powders, and they've been compared to that a lot. And then I got the Morph spray, the continuous setting mist. It's one I've been wanting to try for a while, and I know it's been at Ulta for a few months now, but I haven't picked it up yet, so we will see. From what I can tell, it doesn't really do much as far as the longevity wear of your makeup, but it really sets down all the powders, makes everything kind of blend and look cohesive on your face. So those are the three things that I got to try. All I have right now is my foundation, concealer, powder, and a little bit of bronzer. I did my brows. With my brows, I did them actually a little bit lighter, and I feathered them more in the front, and I'm kind of digging it. I didn't forget how to do it this way. It's just, I guess I just forgot to do it this way, and I kind of like it. Of course, they don't match, but that's okay. I'm also going to be doing my eyeshadow today with not the original, this is the volume 2, but the original one that I had from my first BoxyCharm that has the good mixture of colors in there. And we're also filming in front of the window today because it is nice and rainy, and it's kind of dark out there, but I just decided to film in front of the window. Okay, so, and I'm going to be putting on that Smith & Colt lip product that I got in my BoxyCharm, so I'm going to start out with that first. I've still yet to wear this for every time. Hold on. There now. I have yet to wear this for a full day yet, but I put it on and worn it for a few hours and that kind of thing, and I do really enjoy it. It's still very comfortable. Obviously, I know I don't expect it to last a full day, but what I mean is I haven't worn it till it wore down. Alright, so now that the lip product's on, I guess next we'll go into the blush. So this is the Berry Connection color, and I think they had one that was more of a coral color, so there's those couple different tones in there. Like I said, slightly shimmery, and it says soft powder blush composed of 3 shades for a radiant and fresh finish. I really only see 2 shades in mine, but who knows. Alright, so like I said, I just did a little bit of bronzer, put a little bit on the brush, and put it on the apples of my cheeks. It's kind of hard to make sure that you gotta either really pick up a lot of product and swirl it around so you don't get it, make sure you get all the colors. And I didn't really have a super pinky toned like berry color, so I wanted to give this a try since it had been on my wish list. We're going to tone that down just a little bit. I think I went overboard. And I apply my brush kind of in the apples and bring it back a little bit. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but right here is a spot from what I believe to be that Tatcha mask that I tried on. I'm not 100%. I can never tell if a breakout is just my body doing it because it hates me or if it's from a product. Also got a haircut. Still trying to figure this thing out. I haven't styled it on my own yet, but I think it's cute. I did not get a highlighter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lightest shade up here, and maybe too bright, I'm gonna try that as my highlighter since I don't have to get up. Let's see. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but I feel like it did something. Oh, snap. I'm always afraid I'm gonna hit my shadows. Close enough. Okay, so now we'll go on with the eye look. So like I said, these are the colors. Then what I usually do is I take this one right here as my first crease shade. It's a little dark, but since they're not overly pigmented and not super powdery, you can get away with kind of building it up slower. So that's what I'm going to start out with, that one in my crease. I'm just going to take this same fluffy brush because it's my favorite. It's starting to get, I hope it's not too dark. I feel like it's a lot darker in here now, a lot more cloud coverage all of a sudden. I tap off my brush out of habit, but honestly you do not have to with these. It is not necessary. Okay, that's my initial crease shade. So now I'm going to go into the one that's just a step down from that, slightly darker, and concentrate it slightly lower into the crease. And I don't mind going in a few times and building it up versus getting a lot of product at once and then just trying to blend out afterwards. Okay, so we're taking this slightly lower, just building it up a little bit, mainly to the outer corner. Shadow always falls farther down on this side when I do it. But I like a good gradient, so I don't like any harsh lines or anything like that. So you can tell that it's dark or lighter up here, a little bit darker down there. Then I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush, go into this very darkest shade, pick up just a little bit, and concentrate this more on the very outer corner and the, I guess more so the outer V area. So kind of getting this a little bit on my lid to the outside as well. Typically what makes most sense to me is the darker you go, the more dramatic it is. So the more shades you use and build up the darker on the outer, it looks a little bit more dramatic. And this is just typically how I do mine. So now we're going to take this, actually I'm going to use this pencil brush, and I'm going to take that medium brown shade and fluff it under the lower lash line. And I don't do a lash line color every time, but obviously with since I went so dark out here, you're going to need that underneath to kind of balance it out a little bit. I don't take it all the way into my inner corner either. That kind of closes my eye off. I can't ever do anything real dark in here, so I just keep the outer, or the darker shadows in the outer portion. Then I'm going to take that fluffier brush that I usually use and get that lightest brown, and then kind of go a little bit below that. Not really smoking it out, but also giving that gradient. Also, not going to do any liner today. I guess now we'll just take my finger, and what I typically use for my lid shade is this more goldy one, and then you know what, I'm going to mix that with the white. See how that looks. It'll kind of give it a cooler look and brighten it a little bit. And I'm not going to go dramatic with it. I don't want too much shimmer on my lid. Eventually, I will show y'all a different eye technique, but this is just so easy because it's what I do almost every time I do my eye makeup. So it just brightens up the lid a little bit. Alright, so now we'll just do our Clump Crusher mascara. It's the only one I brought, so I'll do it on my upper and lower lashes. See, this is what happens when you get in a rush. Just trying to do that real quick, and it failed me. So what I usually do, I'm probably going to get shadow all over me. What I usually do is I wait for it to dry, and luckily with this being a waterproof mascara, that is one good thing about it. It seems to dry really fast, and it wipes off with a Q-tip really quickly. I completely covered my face that time. Alright, so I'm going to go get the mascara off of my eye, my little beauty mark, and I think I got a little bit on the lid too. That's the only thing about those mascaras is when you're putting it on, it transfers on the lid very easily. So I'm going to go clean that off, and I will be back, and we will put on our setting spray. Okay, so you guys, I almost forgot the thing. Probably the thing I was most excited to try was this setting powder, the finishing powder. So I'm glad I remembered that. Beauty mark is gone. My hair cooperate. I'm still trying to figure this out. So I got this brush. I figured it'd be a good all over kind of dusting brush. If I don't break it first. So I'm just gonna tap in on one side. And here we go. I'm just going to kind of dust all over my face slightly. I've already powdered my face to like set it. This is just kind of an all over glowy to give some life back into your skin. Okay. So I can see a difference. It kind of took some of the dullness out of my forehead. So that's exciting. I'm excited to play with that more. So now I've got my fan and I've got my spray. What's cool about this is it's in a can. It's a continuous spray, so you don't have to do individual pumps. Although I've never done that, and I've never thought about the process of doing a continual spray. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm nervous. Oh, I gotta get oh wait, it took a while to come to me. I need to get a little bit closer. But it did eventually make it to me. That's the weirdest feeling ever. Ooh, that's fun. I like that. It's very perfumey smelling. It's not a bad smell. I wonder if my face will smell like that for a long time. It smells good. Alright, well that was very interesting to try out. That is the finest mist on a setting spray. I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I really like it. And it did just kind of melt everything in and make it look smooth. And the only thing is I hope I don't get too shiny between this and this and this. Maybe it won't make me too shiny. So I was going to go over my normal whoa. It's raining and I guess our electricity is not happy about that. So I was going to go over what I put on the rest of my face. Seriously? I'm going to talk. And it's going to keep doing that. Okay. So my foundation, I actually used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. It's been a while since I've used it and on its own. The Laura Mercier setting powder, the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. What else did I have on? And the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So that's all I had on. Oh, my brows, obviously. And I did the NYX, this time I did the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, I think in ash brown is what I have, maybe. Either ash brown or soft brown, something like that. So that's what I had on before. And then you saw everything else I used. So I'm really excited about the blush. I love the color of it. It's a good tone for this time of year. And it just kind of gives a good flush to your cheeks. Very excited about that spray. So I'll try to keep you updated on what it does to my skin later on. If I'm doing it for a full day, I will more than likely have to go behind this. I know it seems extra, but for real, with the Urban Decay All Nighter just to kind of set. Let me do a little bit more of that powder on top. Oh, I'm going to do a little bit more of that powder on top. See how that does. I might be too glowy by the end of the day, but we'll see. But yeah, hey, and you know what? That's not a terrible highlight coming from the eyeshadow palette either. So I'm really excited about these new products. I hope you got a little bit of the tutorial that I did with the eyeshadow. Alright, so that wraps up this video. I am really excited about these new products that I got. And like I said, I know it was only 3, but they were fun to get. So I'm excited about the spray and the blush and the powder. I will let you know how it wears throughout the day as far as keeping me, well, see if it makes me oily looking or anything. But thank you for watching. I enjoyed filming this video yet again, and hopefully I can give you a full wear test update on this lip. I'll probably put it in either in the comments or my description. That's what I'll do. I'll let you know how it wears, and the rest of this stuff I'll kind of keep you updated on that as well. So if you can hear that, that's the rain. It is like crazy pouring now. I guess that's why my lights didn't know what they were doing, and they got scared too. So I better finish this video before I lose power and have no lights. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will keep you updated on all this makeup that I try. And I enjoyed filming it, and thank you for watching, and have a good day. And this is good napping weather. I might go take a nap. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm just doing a nightly update on my makeup wear for today. I've had it on about 7 hours. I know I didn't start or show you my start time, but it was about 1:30, and then it is about almost 8:30 now. So we've had it on for almost 7 hours, which is not nearly as long as I normally have my makeup on, but I still wanted to show you what it was like. So I feel like I am dewier than normal. Real shiny right here and on here. I don't mind it on my cheeks or anything. I still see the blush pretty good. Actually, that stayed on. Obviously, my eye makeup stayed on, but I know that's going to because it's that Tarte palette, so I know that's going to stay on pretty well. So we used the Milani Prep+Set+Glow powder, and then that Morphe Continuing Setting Mist. So between both of those, I think it made me a little bit too greasy. Now, disclaimer, I used the, like I said, Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. That in its own, on its own, makes me more greasy. Not greasy. I just get oily looking faster. So I'm going to try this again with just my normal Estee Lauder Double Wear, the Soft Matte. And I think that'll last a little bit longer through the day. As far as the overall look of it, I feel like I look shinier on camera than I do in person. And it's not a bad type of shiny. I think my face is just reflecting pretty heavily on those lights. But yeah, so that's it. That's my update. I still like the 2 products. Like I said, I'm going to try it next with the Double Wear foundation and see what I think. So that's it. You guys have a good night. I was just kidding. Also, I forgot about my lip. The lip color, the Smith & Colt from my BoxyCharm. It actually stayed on a really long time. I enjoyed wearing it. It was comfortable throughout the day. It had a very good, smooth wear off. And honestly, it's still a little bit on there. I could tell that it stained my lips. My lips are not this dark on their own. I feel like it would be on there more had I not had my tacos that I had for dinner. But I really like it. I like that's going to be one of my go-tos for sure. So now I'm done. Okay, bye. I don't think a black shirt is wise when you have cats.